now to Nick Jonas, who's already conquered Broadway and the pop charts. Well, check him out now because he's going head-to-head with Angelica Houston on TV's hottest new show, Smash. Take a look.
How much do you need?
200,000.
200,000, that's all.
Well, for those of us who aren't in syndication, it's rather a lot.
I tell you what, I'll give you 175 for the drawing. Keep it as collateral and you give me points.
Why would I give you the sketch if I'm giving you points?
If Marilyn flops, I still come out even.
And here he is now, Nick Jonas. Hello.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me.
You know, every young girl within about 5 miles wanted to come into the studio.
Nick Jonas is there. And some older ones, too.
Why don't we just invite them all in?
You should have heard Jane earlier.
Yeah, I was like, really? So let's talk about Smash. You play Lyle, who's a former child star turned hot sitcom actor, and Angelica's trying to get you to invest money in this Maryland show.
She is. Well, the idea is that I know all these people that are part of this Maryland workshop from when I was a kid doing Broadway shows, which is very similar to my own story. And it's fun, you know, because the relationship with the director is that he throws me this big birthday party, and Angelica Houston is trying to sell me this beautiful piece of art to get me to invest in the show. And we go head to head, and it's kind of a negotiation. And obviously working with her was a dream come true, and she's just a ray of light, and I was so thrilled to be with her.
Well, and Steven Spielberg is involved, and there's a lot of people.
An amazing creative team. The producers, Craig and Neil, are also the producers of How to Succeed. So there was the connection in that way as well.
Cool connection.
So it was a good opportunity for us to work on a couple different levels, but it was really fun.
Let's talk about How to Succeed too. It's you are playing Finch in How to Succeed on Broadway, and I heard that you signed on after you saw Daniel Radcliffe in the role, and you're like, okay, that's it. I want to do that.
I had heard about the show quite a bit. Obviously, Daniel did an amazing job of really taking ownership of this role and integrating himself into the theater community, which I thought was fantastic and spoke to me as a theater fan myself.
Right.
And I was looking for the right kind of role to return back to Broadway, as it is where I started when I was a kid.
Well, you were 7. Were you not 7 or something?
I was.
Like that?
I was living in New Jersey and wanted to be performing on a stage, and Broadway was the place to do it.
You did Les Mis, you did Beauty and the Beast.
Annie Chigun and A Christmas Carol. And so basically my brother saw the show on a Sunday night performance and came to LA and was spending some time out there with my brother and I, and he said, you should go see the show and be a part of it if you can one day. And I knew there was an offer on the table, so I went, saw it on a Tuesday, and was on board on Wednesday.
Well, speaking of your brothers, you guys have kind of been on hiatus, the Jonas Brothers, for those who don't know.
Who've been under a rock.
You kind of been on hiatus for about 3 years, and I hear you guys are working on a new album together. Is that true?
We actually start up next week, so it's kind of hard to believe because, you know, we have been sort of on hiatus, is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to call it, but we haven't released a record in about 3 years, and I haven't toured in about 2 years, and so to come back together after kind of pursuing our own individual projects, and I'm still going to be doing the show every night, but I'll have the days open to be able to write and record with them.
Wait, so you're going to write during the day, you're going to do 8 performances a week on Broadway, and maybe you'll be back on Smash again or not?
Possibly. I'd love to be back on the show. I think it's one of the most intelligent shows right now as far as just the way it gives you a real look into the way that this theater thing works. And I think that's why it's speaking to the audience in the way that it is. And if there's an opportunity for Lyle to come back and be as precocious and hilarious as he is in the first one.
It's got to be a lot of fun to play.
I have to ask you a question. Is it urban legend or the truth that you were actually discovered in a New Jersey barbershop while your mother was getting her hair done?
This is true.
Really?
I have the barbershop to thank for everything.
The great hair and
I just need a trophy. Thank you, barbershop.
Thank you. She was getting her hair done, and I was about 6 at the time, and I was always singing as I did when I was a kid. And someone heard me singing and said, you know, you should go see this manager. My son's currently in a Broadway show, and so I went to see the manager, and it all kind of rolled out from there. But I did start in the hair salon. Fitting place for a New Jersey native.
Perfect for us. We love hair here. Thank you, Nick. And of course, you can see Smash on Monday night at 10 right here in 4 New York. And How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying is on Broadway at the Al Hirschfeld Theater. And Bo says you're fabulous, and so we're all going to go see you.
Well, please do.
Yes.
I'd love
All right.
to have you out.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.